Hello friends, Tanya here for Trinity Stamps, and today we are going to put cats and dogs on all kinds of things. We have this adorable Paper Hugs heart die set that just came out in April, and it cuts out this gorgeous giant heart. We're going to use it with the layered mug cat and dog add-on that came out also in April. Here I have several of the pieces laid out for the dog add-on, and then we're going to use the smallest of the Circle Set B circles to cut out the white for the eyes. That was a tip I picked up from Carrie Rhodes. You would not have to do the white circle. You could use a scrap of white paper to put that behind this eye. And here I have them all laid out on this giant heart. This heart actually fits on a 5x7 card base. Now I'm going to assemble this. I think it looks adorable to make this heart into a puppy face. And as soon as I saw the cat and dog add-on die set, I knew I was going to have to try to use it on different shapes. We're going to take the nose and mouth and kind of center those in the heart. As you saw, I laid out the different pieces to see where I liked them and did a dry fit, and this is how I like them. We're going to add one of the eyes to this patch or spot, and you could use this spot anywhere. You can even use it kind of as a muzzle. I decided to use it as pictured on the packaging for the die set. And I like these eyes kind of pointing at each other. It doesn't actually give the effect of cross-eyedness, just of focus, like the puppy is looking right at you. We have another spot here that is designed to fit over the edge of the mug, and it fits over the edge of the heart pretty well also. We've got a couple of ears here. These are hanging down kind of ears, and they have a rounded edge towards the outside and a wider bottom. I'm trying to place them evenly on each side of the heart. I don't think I got it perfect, but that's okay. Next, we're going to add the little eyebrows. I think these really add a lot to our cute little dog. And you just have to manage to hang on to them. Mine just wanted to fly across the desk. I did find it, and I was able to adhere it back to my puppy. And the backs of my cardstock happened to have been heat embossed. So they took a little longer to dry because I use all my scraps. Next, we're going to play with the paw print heart stencil. And I've got two brown ink blending brushes here, brushed corduroy and frayed burlap. And I'm just using those to add some different tones of browns on the entire heart paw print stencil. I've stenciled this onto a piece of, I think it's called Naturals Ivory. It's like an oatmeal colored speckled cardstock. Then I'm taking it over to my little scoreboard here, and I'm scoring the top of the arches of the heart at a 1/2 inch because we're making a hinged card here, a shaped hinge card. You can take any shape and turn it into a shaped card very easily by using this hinge method. Now we'll just glue our little puppy to the stenciled heart, and we're going to take a sentiment from the Puppy Party stamp set and stamp that with some VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink on the inside of the card. And that finishes up card number 1. Now when you're using the Nocturne ink, I do like to leave it sit on the paper for a good 15-20 seconds. To make sure it takes the ink well. Here we have the Cupcake Card Die. And this die automatically makes a shaped card. I'm going to use some cream colored speckled cardstock, 2 different oranges, a black, a pink, and I think I probably get some white in there too. Not sure. So I'm going to take all of these pieces and cut different things. Oh yes, and I pulled in the Rainbow Brights. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Rainbow Brights 4x9 paper. And there are also some good rainbow ones in this holiday pack. I did decide to go with this rainbow stripes and die cut the cupcake liner paper. Out of that, I've die cut the card base. We're going to adhere the cupcake liner to the front of the card. I just found it easier to get the card to lay flat by opening it up onto the workspace. I had taken a piece of craft colored cardstock and die cut the crumb part of the cupcake, or the actual cake part of the cupcake. We have this the lighter orange color, for kind of a peachy color, out of the frosting area. And I did cut an extra piece of white cardstock scrap to put behind that so that it would be flush with the rest of the card. We've adhered all of those pieces together, and then realized I needed to be able to trim off extra pieces off of our frosting piece. So I cut another piece of that peachy orange color. And now I'm taking these little half oval pieces. What they are is the stripes for like a tabby cat, and we're going to add them on each cheek area and on the top of the head. As we add these pieces, we'll trim off the extra that hangs out over the edge of the frosting area, and you're going to be so surprised at how adorable this turns out. And it's pretty effortless. You don't have to be very precise about where you place your little stripes. Just add a little glue, and you're going to put the longer piece in the middle and a shorter piece on each side. And these do have a different curve on the one end, so it helps guide you on which one goes where. Now this is turning out much better than I had ever imagined it was going to. So think about all of the different shapes you could turn into a puppy or a kitty. There are so many options out there. I would even pull from other die sets or other die company sets to add these adorable puppy faces and kitty faces to different shapes. You could do it with the snow globe die. You could do it with circles, hearts, squares, diamonds, rectangles. Any kind of shape that you can think of that you want to dress up with one of these adorable little face sets. We also have the bear, and you could add that shape to all of these also. I think these would make great little kid birthday cards, lunchbox cards. They would be great for Valentine cards. Just little thank yous, just encouragement. I think I'm just so excited to use these for all kinds of things. I love the eyelashes and the cute little winky eyes that come with the cat, and that the cat's nose is this adorable little tiny heart. I know Carrie Rhodes has been using that little heart on all of the different noses as an added piece, and I think that's adorable too. I chose not to do that this time, but that's okay. We're just showing you a variety of ways to use this. These actually come together very easily. And when I was choosing the colors for this orange tabby cat, I thought I was going to make black whiskers. They were just too much of a high contrast and didn't really fit. I wanted them to blend in a little better with the cat, because your cat's whiskers aren't super stark. They're kind of see-through. And I thought this just looked better. So I took the darker of the two oranges and I die cut the whiskers from those. And as you can see, they are stuck to my die cut plate yet. And I felt that wasn't a bad idea, because I could just pick them up directly off of the die cutting plate and put them on my little kitty, and they were still in the order that they were die cut. So that keeps them kind of in the same order. One of them is a little longer than the other two on each side, and that makes it a little easier to figure out which one is which, because it's a very subtle difference. Now we have all of those pieces attached to our kitty, and we've trimmed off the excess. Now we can glue that to our card. I think that worked out perfectly, and I don't mind that there's a little extra height behind our frosting kitty. Next, we're going to take some sentiments from the Simply Sentimental Happy stamp set. We're not going to use the dies this time. And I had gotten the Stampwheel recently and thought I would use this to do my repetitive stamping. We're going to do kind of an ombre look with some dried marigold, spiced marmalade, and I think that's crackling campfire. We're going to stamp this across the words so that it creates a lovely blend from lighter to darker across the paper. Now I did have to stamp some of these colors more than once, but I'm only showing you one of each of those colors. And look how that turned out. I think it turned out beautiful. We're going to add the sentiment everything so that this card would work for all kinds of different occasions. I'm just so thrilled with how this turned out. There are my puppy and kitty cards. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, take a moment to do that now. Leave me a comment and tell me what shapes you would do the puppy and kitty faces on. If you're interested in any of the product that I used today, check that description box below. It will be listed and linked as always. And here are a couple more videos I thought you might enjoy. Bye-bye.